Could $1 change your future? Most people would say no. After all, it is only $1. Too small to matter, too easy to spend, too easy to ignore. But what if that is exactly where the story begins? Maybe you know this feeling. You work hard, you earn money, you try to be responsible, yet somehow there is never enough left at the end of the month. The money comes in. The money goes out. And nothing seems to change. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Millions of people face the same challenge every day. The surprising truth is this: most people do not become successful because of one big decision, and most people do not struggle because of one big mistake. Both are usually built through small choices repeated over time. A few dollars saved, a few dollars spent. A simple habit repeated again and again. At first, these choices seem invisible. They seem too small to matter. But over the years, they can create two very different futures. One future is filled with stress, debt, and constant worry. The other is built on freedom, confidence, and opportunity. And the distance between them is often smaller than people think. Today, we are going to explore a powerful idea. Small savings can build big empires. Not overnight, not through luck, not through secret tricks, but through simple actions that almost anyone can start today. Before we begin, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us create more useful English content for learners around the world. Now let's discover why the smallest financial habits often create the biggest results. Part 1. Small things matter. Many people want a better financial future. They want less stress. They want more freedom. They want to feel safe when unexpected expenses appear. These are normal goals. But many people make the same mistake. They focus only on big numbers. They think they need a bigger salary, a better job, or a large amount of money. As a result, they ignore the small things. The problem is that life is often shaped by small things. Think about your daily habits. A small choice may not seem important today. In fact, you may not even notice it. But when that choice is repeated many times, it begins to create results. Imagine a person who spends $5 every day on something unnecessary. $5 does not sound like much. Most people would not worry about it. But after 1 week, that becomes $35. After 1 month, it becomes more than $100. After 1 year, it becomes more than $1,000. Suddenly, that small amount does not seem so small anymore. Now think about the opposite situation. What if that person saved a few dollars each day instead? At first, the difference would be hard to see. Nothing dramatic would happen. There would be no exciting change. But slowly, something important would begin to grow. Not only the money, the habit. And habits are powerful. They shape our future. Every successful person understands this lesson. Big achievements are usually built from small actions. A healthy body comes from small daily choices. A strong relationship grows through small acts of care. And financial security often begins with small savings. The good news is that you do not need to change your entire life today. You do not need to save hundreds of dollars this week. You only need to start noticing the small choices you make every day. Because the small things you repeat today may become the big results you see tomorrow. And that is where real change begins. Part 2. The hidden cost. Most people do not lose money because of one big mistake. They lose money little by little. And often, they do not even notice it. This is what makes it dangerous. Imagine a small leak in a water bottle. At first, it seems harmless. Only a few drops escape. Nothing looks serious. But if the leak continues every day, the bottle will eventually become empty. Money works in a similar way. Many people pay for things without thinking. A coffee on the way to work. Food delivery after a long day. A subscription they forgot about. A purchase made out of boredom. Each expense feels small. Each one seems reasonable. And sometimes it is. The problem is not one purchase. The problem is the pattern. Small expenses have a way of hiding. They do not attract attention. People notice $1,000 expense, but they rarely notice $10 here and $5 there. Over time, these small amounts add up, and they quietly take money away from future goals. Money that could have been saved. Money that could have reduced stress. Money that could have created new opportunities. This does not mean you should never enjoy life. That is not the lesson. The goal is not to stop spending. The goal is to spend with awareness. Ask yourself a simple question before making a purchase. Do I really need this? Sometimes the answer will be yes. Sometimes the answer will be no. That small pause can make a big difference. Because every dollar has a job. You can spend it today. Or you can use it to build a better tomorrow. Neither choice is always right or wrong. But wise people make those choices intentionally. They know that money is a tool. And every tool can either build something valuable or be wasted. The hidden cost of many small expenses is not just the money. It is the future they slowly take away. Once you understand this, you begin to see your daily choices differently. And that is when real financial growth becomes possible. Part 3. The power of growth. Now let's look at the other side of the story. We have talked about how small expenses can slowly take money away. But small savings can do something very different. They can grow. And that growth is more powerful than many people realize. Imagine that you save just $5 today. $5 will not change your life tomorrow. It may not even change your month. That is why many people give up. They expect quick results. When they do not see them, they stop. But growth takes time. Think about planting a tree. On the first day, nothing looks different. After 1 week, there is little change. Even after 1 month, the progress may be hard to see. But beneath the ground, something important is happening. The roots are growing. The foundation is becoming stronger. Savings work in the same way. At first, the progress seems slow. The numbers look small. The results feel invisible. But every dollar saved is building a stronger foundation. Month after month, the amount begins to grow. And something else grows too. Confidence. You start to feel more in control. You worry less about unexpected expenses. You feel less pressure when challenges appear. This is one of the greatest benefits of saving money. It is not only about the money itself, it is about peace of mind. Knowing that you have prepared for the future can reduce a lot of stress. Even a small savings account can bring comfort. It reminds you that you are moving forward, step by step, dollar by dollar. Many people underestimate small progress. They think success must be fast to be meaningful. But the strongest results often grow slowly. A strong body is built one workout at a time. A new skill is learned one lesson at a time. And financial security is often built $1 at a time. The important thing is not the amount. The important thing is consistency. Saving $10 every week is better than saving nothing while waiting for the perfect moment. Because the perfect moment rarely comes. The people who build strong financial futures are not always the people who earn the most. Often, they are the people who stay consistent. They keep going when the results are still small. They trust the process. And over time, those small savings begin to tell a very different story. A story of growth. A story of progress. A story of a better future being built one simple choice at a time. Part 4. Build the habit. If saving money is so important, why do many people struggle to do it? The answer is simple. Saving money is not only about numbers, it is about habits. Many people think they need more motivation. They wait until they feel ready. They wait for the perfect time to start. But successful habits do not depend on motivation. They depend on action. Think about brushing your teeth. Most days, you do not stop and ask yourself if you feel motivated. You simply do it. It has become a habit. That is why it feels easy. Saving money can work the same way. The secret is to start small. Very small. In fact, smaller is often better. Some people try to save a large amount right away. After a few weeks, they feel frustrated. The goal feels difficult. They give up. Then they tell themselves that saving money is impossible. But the real problem was not the goal. The real problem was trying to do too much too soon. Instead, start with an amount that feels easy. Maybe it is $1 a day. Maybe it is $5 a week. The amount is not the most important thing. The habit is. Every time you save money, you send a message to yourself. You say, I am someone who prepares for the future. That message becomes stronger with repetition. Days become weeks. Weeks become months. And eventually, saving no longer feels like a struggle. It becomes part of who you are. Another helpful idea is to make saving automatic. When possible, move money into savings before you have a chance to spend it. This removes many temptations. You do not have to make the same decision every day. The habit begins to work for you. Remember, success is rarely one big action. It is usually many small actions repeated over time. The same is true for financial success. A small habit may not look impressive today, but 1 year from now, it can create a completely different situation. That is the power of consistency, not perfection. Consistency. You do not need to save perfectly. You do not need to be perfect with money. You only need to keep going. One small step, one small choice, one small habit at a time. And before long, those small actions begin to create results that once seemed impossible. Part 5. More choices, more freedom. Many people see saving as a sacrifice. They think saving money means giving things up. Less fun, less comfort, less enjoyment. For this reason, they avoid it. They focus only on what they cannot buy today. But there is another way to look at it. Saving money is not only about giving something up. It is about gaining something valuable. Freedom. Think about a person who has no savings. If an emergency happens, they may feel trapped. A car repair, a medical bill, a broken appliance, a sudden job loss. Any of these situations can create stress and fear. Not because the person is weak, but because they have very few options. Now think about someone who has built a savings habit. They may not be rich. They may not have a huge bank account. But they have something important. Choices. When problems appear, they have more room to respond. They can think more clearly. They can make better decisions. They are not forced to act out of panic. This is one of the greatest benefits of saving money. It gives you breathing room. It gives you time. It gives you options. And options create freedom. Many people spend money to feel free. They buy things that bring short-term happiness. Sometimes there is nothing wrong with that. But real freedom usually comes from something deeper. It comes from knowing that you are prepared. It comes from knowing that one unexpected problem will not destroy your plans. It comes from knowing that you have choices. That feeling cannot always be bought. It must be built. And it is often built one small saving at a time. Every dollar you save is doing more than increasing a number in a bank account. It is helping create a stronger future. A future with less stress. A future with more confidence. A future where you have more control over your life. That is why saving money is not about restriction. It is about opportunity. It is not about making life smaller. It is about making life bigger. Because when you have more choices, you have more freedom. And when you have more freedom, you have the power to build the life you truly want. Part 6. $1 at a time. Let's return to the question from the beginning. Could $1 change your future? By now you probably know the answer. A single dollar will not change your life. But a habit can. And that is the real lesson. Many people look at successful people and see the final result. They see the comfortable life, the financial security, the freedom to make choices. What they do not see are the years behind it, the small decisions, the daily habits, the quiet moments when nobody was watching. Great things are rarely built all at once. A house is built one brick at a time. A book is written one page at a time. A tree grows one day at a time. And a strong financial future is built $1 at a time. That may not sound exciting. In fact, it may sound ordinary. But ordinary actions often create extraordinary results. The challenge is that most people want quick rewards. They want fast progress. They want immediate results. When those results do not appear, they become discouraged. they stop, and they miss the power of time. Time can be one of your greatest partners. Small actions repeated over months and years can create results that seem impossible in the beginning. This is true in almost every area of life. Learning a language, improving your health, building a career, strengthening relationships. Success usually comes from consistency, not perfection. Money is no different. The people who build strong financial lives are not always the smartest people. They are not always the highest earners. Often they are simply the people who stay committed to small positive habits. They keep saving. They keep learning. They keep making thoughtful choices. Even when progress feels slow. Even when nobody notices. And eventually, those small choices begin to add up. What once seemed impossible starts to feel real. Stress becomes confidence. Worry becomes preparation. Small savings become meaningful security. This is how big empires are built. Not through one lucky moment. Not through one giant step. But through thousands of small steps taken in the right direction. So the next time you save $1, do not think of it as a small amount. Think of it as a vote for your future. A vote for more freedom. A vote for more choices. A vote for a stronger life. Because every great empire begins somewhere. And yours may begin with the next dollar you decide to save. As we come to the end of this video, remember one simple truth. Big changes often begin with small actions. You do not need to be rich to start saving. You do not need the perfect job. You do not need the perfect plan. You only need to take the first step. Maybe that step is saving $1 today. Maybe it is spending a little less this week. Or maybe it is simply paying more attention to where your money goes. Whatever your starting point is, do not underestimate it. Small actions may look unimportant in the moment, but over time, they can create remarkable results. A stronger habit, a stronger mindset, a stronger future. And one day, you may look back and realize that the life you wanted was built through many small choices made consistently over time. Thank you for spending these moments with me today. I hope this message has encouraged you to think differently about money, habits, and your future. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you would like more simple English lessons and inspiring life stories like this one, be sure to watch another video from the channel. Keep learning, keep growing. And remember, great things rarely happen all at once. They are built one small step at a time. See you in the next video.